Good morrow, gentle cousins, and welcome back to the Bone Chalk Broadcast. My name is Michael Prey, and I am your Bone Chalk Bard. And we're here with little Rainy, our friend from the Magica Scheherazade. Say hello to him, Rainy.
Oh, hello everybody. It was very terrifying to get here, but I'm very happy to see you all.
I appreciate it regardless. So, what are we doing here? We are playing some Illusion of Gaia on the Super Nintendo, and we are coming up very close to the end now. Last time we stopped at the native village and met up with some pretty culturally insensitive designed natives, very emaciated, dark-skinned, and such. I'm not sure that that's something that you'd want to keep if you were to remaster it, or maybe alter it some way. But after that, well, during that whole thing, after having just been reunited with Hamlet, our trusty pig companion, Hamlet decided to sacrifice themselves for the greater good, as it were. And as the natives were getting ready perhaps to cook us, Hamlet threw itself onto the flames and gave its own body to the people. Unfortunately, our friend Eric was incredibly insensitive and decided, hey, I'm gonna make a Hamlet pun and declare to the heavens to eat or not to eat. Well, I guess that is the question. The villagers did eat Hamlet eventually after we left, but they pointed us in the direction that we needed to go. We challenged Angkor Wat, we gained a couple new abilities, including Earthquaker for Freedan, and we really got to see his power on display throughout that whole dungeon. Afterwards, we made our way to the town of Dao. We beat up some snakes and pots and got some red jewels, and then made our way to the pyramid after getting our father's journal, which gave us the correct order of hieroglyphics to access the inner secrets. We made our way through most of the pyramid, and then towards the end I kind of got myself twist-turned all around, and now we have one hieroglyph left to find, and I realized I'd missed a red jewel. So once we find that, we will be all caught up and be able to advance the plot, which I'm very excited to do. The next bit is a boss rush, so we're going to fight all of our old friends, and then there should be just one more red jewel, in the Tower of Babel, where our destination is, before we're able to get to the secret dungeon. Now, we've budgeted our herbs as much as humanly possible, so we have 8 to work with. Assuming I don't screw everything up in the boss rush, we should have more than enough health to get through. Also, I seem to have done a bit better throughout the majority of the game than I did when I was younger, so I think we'll have a pretty good time getting through all the rest of it. I'm not too worried, but we shall see. We shall see whether I sink or swim, whether I fail or not. But I feel confident. We're going to get through it. We're going to beat the secret dungeon, and we're going to beat the game. You'll get a chance to see the ending, which meant so much to me as a child. And then we'll be done with Illusion of Gaia, and then it's going to be time to move on to something else. But I'll keep what that something else is in here until we get there. But once again, my name is Mike Prey, and we are going to Mike play some Illusion of Gaia. And let's hope we get sound this time. Hello. Good morrow, Red. Welcome. And culprit. Herbs make any stressful situation easier to deal with, one way or another. And good morrow, Red. Red the sea lion and the red article. That's probably for the new region. Alright, So I know exactly where I screwed up here. One, I put a hieroglyph in the wrong spot. I was maybe tired or something like that. Sound schmound. You don't need it until the last 15 minutes of the stream anyway. I know from experience. Yeah, no, you don't need sound. So, oh god, not this guy, Red Article. I know, right? He's always disrupting things. Flapping around. Who does he think he is, a big bird? Yeah, well, that's like your opinion, man. So yeah, I was watching Tyrannosaurus Greg's Final Fantasy Wednesday yesterday. He was working through the Final Fantasy I Pixel Remaster, and I thought he made a choice to have his sound as low as possible for the game, and just highlight his voice, his, you know, gentle, pleasant voice. And then towards the end, he asked about it, and we relayed to him, oh yeah, you sound great, but I don't think that there's any actual sound from the game. And yeah, that was not as intended. But we did get a little bit of Final Fantasy jams at the end. I'll be a little more mindful of what you need next time. Did I get the thing? Yes, okay, good. So that's where the last red jewel was here. 15 minutes of glorious music. Exactly. Remake sounds good. It is. It is very good. Very stylish. And this here, we went into this area. We got a red jewel from here, but we didn't get the hieroglyph from here. I put the one from the end into the third position, which screwed everything up. So this is the one in the third position. I'm not equipped. How dare you? No, not herb. You got the switch. Okay. Good to know. I'm glad you got the switch. Oh yeah, so we go this way. This doesn't... Hear that sound? So we head here. Go here. We hit this. I also got the switch. As you can see, I hit it. Then we go all the way around. I love Shadow's running animation. Just whee! So we hit that, goes back down. And then we head over this way. And haha! Look at this! So we hit this. Then we go this way. Then we hit this. And we wait, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait. We take a sip. And we go this way. Whee! And we hit this. And we go this way. And we go down, and we hit this. Yeah, I got prematurely excited because I got the red jewel, and I wasn't thinking about the hieroglyph, and it didn't seem apparent which way to go, so I just left. And forgot to come back. But now here we are, together at last. Waiting for stones to slide down, hidden caverns to open. There we go. And boop. Yep. Yet another. And this way. Is there one more? Yep. Come on. And up and away. And here we go. And ta-da! There's a lithograph on this wall. I heard in Tao that it's a hieroglyph. Let's try to remove the lithograph. You've got the touch. You've got the power. You've got the hieroglyph stone. And we'll head back up here. Okay, so before we do anything else, what we're gonna do is save. I don't think there's really a way to screw this up, but I'm gonna save anyways. Alright, so we're gonna head back up here. Imagine jumping in the portal before getting the hieroglyph. I had that feeling too. Like I knew not to, but I was like, what if I accidentally touch it? What if I accidentally hit it? What if I ruin this entire thing and have to start over? Alright, let's head in here. Uh-oh. Walk to the left without a sound. I'm Shadow. There. That's good. Don't move. Look at this guy. Look at his hair. I know the whole story of your adventure. I heard about an ancient biotechnology using a comet's light. I didn't know it was you. With the power to change body shape, you could get anything. People would bow at your feet. It's only natural that King Edward would trick you into this. My father? Yes. After all, that's the way kings are. He would do anything to get the power. He might even be more evil than a mercenary like me. Stop it! Either way, if I make money, it's fine. Come with me to Edward Castle. A voice whispers in Will's head. Will, play the flute. Will. Okay. I guess let's play the flute. He softly played the melody that he had learned from Lola. Beautiful. What's gonna happen? Uh-oh. That totally lit me on fire, too. It's creepy. Kara! Oh, God. It's pretty horrifying. And you're just standing there. Will. Why must everyone hate each other? Carrie, you're gonna light on fire! I'm sorry. I got upset. You were doing your best to save the world. At first, I just wanted to find my father. But somehow it got to be a trial. But me, I don't regret coming on this journey. Let's go and find the 5th mystic statue. Ugh. The melody you played became the jackal's dirge. It's the Naruto theme. Go to bed. How can he stop you? He's like a fighting game character coming to stop a Dragon Ball Z character with a power-up. Also, holy crap, he just incinerated a man who's crawling across the floor in the fire. Yeah, seriously. Okay, so I screwed up. This has to go 3rd from left. And then this one goes all the way on the right. Oh, there's a sound. I heard a sound. You can stand right on him too. Just dancing on the grave. Just teabag him a little bit. All right, let's get out of here. I'm trying to think the best way. I'm gonna guess maybe Friedan is gonna be the best thing to do because the next thing is the boss. Friedan definitely has more capabilities. Let's change it to Friedan, save, just in case, and then kick the boss's ass. Yep. If you do happen to just be joining us, this is Illusion of Gaia. Came out in the early mid-90s, and it is a game by Quintet, who made games for Enix. A lot of good RPGs from Enix, and it is part of an unofficial trilogy with Soul Blazer and Terranigma. Soul Blazer I've seen, looks great, and we want to be careful because she turns into spirits, floats around, tries to get us. Then we can do that and have it not do anything effective for us. Yeah, what we want to do is stay as far away from these spirits as possible. And then hit her with our sword, and then run away. And go back up, and try not to get hit, and hit her again, and go wee! Oh! Don't want it. Go back up. Ooh! This is one that I played a lot when I was a kid. Really enjoyed it. I have never played Soul Blazer or Terranigma. I've seen a bit of gameplay of Soul Blazer, and it looks very fascinating. But Terranigma is one that I definitely hope to explore when I get the chance. Oh, this lady. Swear to God. Come on, Karen. I need you to back up. I just ran into that. Idiot. What an idiot. Jump. Ow. Run away. And run away. And run away. Ow. Ow. No. Should have jumped down. I didn't. Like a weed. Whoa. Okay, now she's doing other weird things. Where you at? No. 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 Okay. Oh wait, I think there's like one that you have to hit. Yep. Oof. I'm doing a lot more damage now. And here I am without the ability. Alright, hold on one second. There we go. Just wanted to make sure I got that taken care of. Just in case. Oh god, where is she? I don't like it. Oh lord. mercy. Yeah. Oh gosh, one more. Oh no. Run, 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 run. Do you know who I just deleted the message? Yes, we did it. Haha. Good morrow, Dedoku. Right on time. Defeated the boss, and here we go. Defeating the spirit of the pyramid, he obtained a mystic statue. Whew. And now he's a tiny skeleton. I heard a voice from the flute. The same voice I heard in the prison at Edward Castle. Whoa! Good morrow, McPatches. Welcome. How are you today? Will, you've done well to have come this far. Father? Again, his father always speaking to him through the flute. It's weird that you've been carrying your father around this whole entire time. Doing well. How are you? I am doing quite well, especially now that I'm playing some Illusion of Gaia. Feeling much more relaxed, much more focused. And we're coming to the end of the game now, so I'm very excited because we have just about everything we need to fulfill our challenge for the run, which is defeating the special dungeon. We've been using this lovely Explorer's Handbook, which has given us the key to find the red jewels that we need. So once we get through this next stretch of dungeon, we're on our way to the secret stuff before we can get to the juicy ending. Protagonists aren't brave, they're insane. It explains hearing so many voices and visions of destiny. Yeah, I guess that does make a lot of sense. I'm at the tower now. Bring the 5 mystic statues to the tower. The statues you've collected hold the key to the fate of humanity. Will, hurry. The comet is approaching. The voice of the flute quiets and disappears. If you're lost right now, there's a giant comet that's heading towards the Earth, and it's caused all sorts of animals and humans to transform into things. What's the next game? Oh, well, I was going to save it till the end, but I don't know how long you're going to be able to hang in, so I guess I'll let people who are here know now, and then I'll reiterate it back at the end. So we're going to move from 16 bits into 64 bits, and we're going to play a very mild, light adventure called The Legend of the Mystical Ninja, starring Goemon, for the Nintendo 64. You know, it's not silly at all. It definitely doesn't have giant robots, doesn't take place in feudal Japan, doesn't have a ton of puns, definitely doesn't break the fourth wall, and isn't absolutely bonkers from beginning to end. But really, it's one of my favorite Nintendo 64 games. It's action adventure, and it is so much fun. So you've only played the Super Nintendo entry? Yeah, no, that one is great. Again, that one also has a lot of the same kind of humor to it. This one is just like you take what you saw in that, you crank that up to 11. Play Superman for C4? No, please no. For some reason, I could tell it was going to be Goemon by some point as you were leading up to it. Yeah, seriously. And we definitely do need modern ports of them. They're so much fun. The Super Nintendo one is a really great action game. The 64 one is a great adventure game. Like that one, I wouldn't say it's as good as Ocarina of Time, but I enjoyed a lot more just for a lot of the humor that's injected into it and just the variety of things that you can do in it. Again, giant robots, which are a huge passion of mine, as well as, again, just I love the humor. I love puns, And so I'm very excited to jump into this and also voice a lot of the lines because it's out there. And maybe I'll sing some of the insert songs along with them too. We'll see how good my game sync is with my voice. But yeah, Goemon for Super Nintendo definitely needs to hit like the Switch shop, but it's Konami. Also, Goemon 64 and the sequel, Goemon's Great Adventure, not Pee Wee's Big Adventure, needs to have some sort of port too. Both really great games, but again, Konami doesn't like doing very much with its properties, so we'll see what happens. But if the D, let's not talk about your D. This isn't an 18 plus stream. All right, back to the story. Oh, right, they're Konami. We'll never see them then. Yeah, it's true. It seems something terrible has happened that we don't know about. What to do? I was told to go to the Tower of Babel, but that little island. I hear Neil has built another airplane. It seems he's flying to the desert town. Let's go back there. How did she hear that? Was she checking Facebook? Nope, Keanu Reeves. Really? Do you have to go? Once you made up your mind to do something, nothing can stop you. Okay, I'll take Will to the Tower of Babel, then take Kara and Eric to South Cape. This time the airplane won't crash. Oh, we're just going straight there. Okay. But there is a way to go back. Also, you travel by map in this game, which is always the best way to travel. Over Babel. Overman King Babel. Oh, here we go. I hope it crashes upon landing. We'll be there soon, Will. Say hello to your father for me. Thanks. I know you'll make a great president. Oh, right. So he's not becoming president of a land. He's becoming president of his parents' company. It turns out that his parents had died some time ago, and they were actually ghosts of the Moon Tribe, masquerading as people and running a slave trade. Yeah, this game is also pretty wild.
I guess I won't see you for a long time. When you finished your business, hurry back to South Cape.
Thank you. I'm glad we all made the trip together.
On this trip, everyone found something. Lance met Lily and found his lost father. Neil decided to take over his parents' company. Kara started to really live and saw a world outside the castle. I'm going to excuse myself. Finally, I can go to the bathroom by myself at night.
You can see why I gave him that voice. Just like Eric. Kara hasn't said anything for a while. I won't see Will for a long time. I'll say goodbye to him.
Right.
We've reached the Tower of Babel. Okay, Will. Is your parachute ready? Let's go. What a nice recap. Right? I hope to someday be as concise as Eric. I jumped out over the Tower of Babel. I hadn't been there in a year and a half. Whoa, another one. Who could that be? I wonder. The Tower of Babel was deathly quiet. Time stood still. Oh boy. So yeah, like I said, this is gonna be a boss rush. So get ready to see all the bosses if you missed them. The flute I had was discovered here. You found a red jewel. Hey, we got all 50. Oh, and now I can do the shimmy. Oh man, Now, the thing is, I don't know if I can leave to go back to Dao or not. Okay, so not yet. All right, I have to get through most of the boss rush, and then I can come back and not fallen spikes. Head back to Dao, talk to the jeweler gem, and go to the secret dungeon. Okay. Whoa! What is this? Something fell. It's King Edward's crystal ring. I thought it was a decoration, but it had been hidden there. You have the crystal ring! Alright. This is the crystal ring that King Edward was looking for. Ah, when you have it equipped, you can go through. Whoop. Wait! Kara? I'm sorry. I just feel that if we part now, we'll never meet again. But Kara, why have you come here? You can't come here unless you have the crystal ring. Could that be the ring? Didn't you find it in the ink and gold ship? This crystal ring is dark blue. The ring you have is light blue. A light one and a dark one. I understand. No matter what happens, don't leave me. Okay. Well, just merge into one here. We'll be fine. So she's gonna follow us now. Whoa, spirit! The light released from the comet has a profound effect on the growth of living things. When the star nears the Earth's orbit, all living things experience a dramatic evolution. Thank you for that. The evolution of living things took a long time. From insects to fish, from reptiles to mammals, then humans were born. And so human beings have evolved. Yeah, so this concept of evolution and creation is something that's common amongst all three of the Quintet trilogy of games. Soul Blazer, Terranigma, and Illusion of Gaia. This one, it seems to be a lot more explicit in the narrative here, but actually it's kind of really a main theme of the other two as well, from what I understand. From ancient times, comets have been called the spirits of stars, but also the demon of stars. The one now nearing the Earth is a demon of stars. The comet is the highest form of consciousness. The Earth will evolve beyond imagination. That's a little creepy. I think this is our first boss here. Nope, not yet. More backstory to come, I think. The passage of time is different inside the Tower of Babel. Time races by. You are not normal beings because you can live here. So, it must accelerate aging. I see where M. Night Shyamalan got his latest movie idea. In that room are demons evolved by the light. You must put them to sleep before you go up. Let's see what else is over here. Oh, okay. Let's go into the dark space. It's incredible for someone who will last on a raft for days without food for a protest and bail out of an airplane without second thoughts, then cross pits of spikes, then she has no combat abilities. Even Samwise learned to bludgeon with a fry pan and stab. It's true! But she may yet prove useful very soon. Let's see. Whoa! What's this? Our first boss. And... transformation! Shadow. Okay, so we don't have Darkfire to work with, but we have Shadow. And we have our aura, which can make us splash into the ground. Also, Shadow is actually pretty powerful. Just have to wait for this thing. Yes! Yes! You bastard. Much better than the first time we fought him, right? Shadow, use your guns in your early 2000s edge. Ugh, the darkness. Must use chaos control. Hello, Mr. Boneshock Bard, and good morrow to you, Banjo Mateo. I'm sorry, I think you may have missed your favorite part with the jackal. But we are now in the Tower of Babel. And we got all 50 red jewels, so once we get to the part where we can teleport out of here, we can challenge the secret dungeon. Oh, man. Well, knowing the next boss, I'm really sad that we can't use Friedan because it's that stupid flying chicken. Okay, gotta go in here. Ah, yes, my kids needed a good bedtime tale. Oh man, if only you had Eric's bedtime tale. He recapped the whole story for us. And he finally learned how to go to the bathroom by himself at night. So the nice thing about how powerful we are now is that you can pretty much brute force your way through most of the bosses here. The one that's going to be the toughest is the Queen. I'm also not sure if there's dark space after each one, or if you... Yep, you have to go back down. Okay. Gonna go down and heal before I continue the boss rush. I guess I can mention explicitly since you've just joined us. After this, we should be able to beat this tonight. I'm really, unless I am absolutely terrible at the secret dungeon, we'll definitely beat this tonight. Good for Eric. Your master flute is especially deadly tonight. Yes, indeed. Have you gotten to the secret dungeon? I have all the red jewels, but I can't leave the Tower of Babel. The last one was here. So I have to get to the point where I can leave in order to get back to Dao, and then I can talk to the Jeweler Gem and he will teleport me to the secret place. Now we go up the light elevator. Whee! The secret dungeon will also give us more power-ups too, which will make the final boss easier. But I think the secret dungeon is actually tougher than the final boss, so. Nice, looking forward to it. Good. I'm looking forward to it too. I am very excited to finally beat it after all this time. And we'll head up here. Oh, the vampires. It's too bad we don't get any flavor text from them. This one we're going to have to be careful, because again, we don't have Dark Friar, and their combined attack is very powerful. Yeah, so you don't want to get hit by this, because, ow. I got hit by it anyways, but one of them's dead, and I can kill the other one. And Laszlo's dead. Something I have never seen despite playing this game a dozen times. Yeah, it's not a pretty dungeon, and the enemies are incredibly rough. So I'm not sure, is there another dark space up here? I would hope so you don't have to go all the way down, but who knows. Nope. It's the next boss? I think the next boss is that stupid centipede from the Great Wall. Which... No, you can't go down. Okay. I wish I knew that before I decided to just brute force my way through the vampires. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. As they say. Yep, it's the centipede. Come on. We do at the very least have better reach than Will does. So when he comes jumping out here, we should be able to actually do a bit of damage to him. Ow. You jerk. I think staying here is probably the best way to do it. Darn it, come on. Come on. And just poke his head out. Oh, he has half a dot left. And he did. There we go. Sorry, he's dead. Trying to say he died and he's dead at the same time. Kara's not here. Where did she go? Probably through the next door. Whoa! What's this? Oh no. It's the bird.
You were brought back to save Earth. I'll take you to the top floor.
Can you just take me out of here? Where is... Oh, okay, there's a door. That was not well displayed. Oh, seriously? That's not good. Alright, we're gonna have to be especially careful. We can maybe do it. Maybe. Oh, they can hit you while you're... Oh, that's lame. That is super lame. You're supposed to not be able to be hit when you're in the aura. Come on, Link. That's rough. Ugh. I'm really annoyed by that. Where's she at? Come on. Come on. They do more damage too. This is dumb. I'm so mad. Alright, this is probably gonna be the end. It's the end for me. Creedon is just so much more resilient, is the thing. Which makes it so tough. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. No! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Don't like it. Oh! Jump. Oh, come on. No, come on. Come down. We jump. Okay, come on, bring your feet down. Ah, you fool. You believe? You have faith? I don't have faith. no! Ah, so close. So close yet so far. Okay. Go. Come on. 7 lives. Come on. Whoa. 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 Come on. Lame-o. And then we go up. Smack in the head. Run away. Ooh. We jump down. And we go ha. Run away. Whoa. And then we go down. Oh. That was a lame hit. Up and away. Ah, damn it. Leave me alone. Ah, come on. I got trapped. Oh, no. This is one where you gotta be very careful. There's one that you have to hit. Oh, shoot. Shadow makes this boss so difficult. Gotta get serious here. I'll get real serious. Ooh. Oh no, I thought I could do it. But I was a fool. Damn it, she got me twice. She's very clever that way. This boss does suck. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Oh, she got me anyways. That's the thing. It's very difficult to dodge her. And she got me. I saw it coming too. This boss sucks. Yes. Thank you, DM Mark. I could use herbs. I could. I really don't want to, but I could. I do have 8 after all. She's too far. Because she's so high, high above me. She's not lovely. Go, 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 go. Whoa! And... no. How many dots do herbs give you versus a life? So herbs, I think they give you a quarter of your life back. So if I'm able to get her down to a manageable amount, where I don't feel bad about using it, then I will. Oh wait, no. Ooh. Oh, that was MLG move right there. Are you one of those FF players who ends the game with like 30 elixirs because you never use them since they're too good to use? That's every Final Fantasy player. Don't even pretend. Come on back, back. They are too good to use, seriously. Ah, come on. No. Ah, no, I'm gonna lose. She'll only turn after you hit that. Screw it. I'm gonna try it. Take your medicine. Oh, actually, it's only like 5. Great. So close. Oh, man. Ooh. They are too good to use. That's true. I'm getting better. Guilty as charged. Well, at least you're getting better. Oh no. Okay, then she does that again. Crap. Shit. Down. Just gotta get one more. One more. I think. Unless... one more after this. Alright. Last pass. Woo! Yes! Ho 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 ho! Hmm. We did it. Only had to use one herb. And, insurance herb was still a good idea. Seriously. Woot woot! That was a rough one. I don't even know which way to go. Is it this way? Yeah, here we go. Ah, we got it. There has to be another save point somewhere. What? Okay. Hi. What's up? The comet will soon be entering Earth's orbit. We must go to the top of the Tower of Babel. Okay. I guess you can take me there, Laszlo. Thank you. Since the light bridge doesn't work. Kara, where did you go? There was that vampire woman. There was talk that the vampire woman had come. They say that her body is eternal. They say that once the comet is gone, she'll be able to rest in peace. There's talk that she was here? I would imagine that she's the one who carried you. I'm not gonna question the translation. Let's save, first of all. Apparently Kara can't go into dark space. Enjoy the succulent sensation of triumph over a flying deity. They're both hearing voices. Apparently, yeah. The comet draws near. The time for your last battle approaches. This is the last time I will talk to you like this in this place. With your rejuvenated power, defeat the comet, Dark Gaia, and become the Dark Knight. Shadow's greatest power, the Firebird, will arise when you are one with the Light Knight. Only you can restore the Earth to its original condition. I'm putting all my faith in you. Ooh, some exposition there. So we must become the Dark Knight and then become one with the Light Knight. I wonder who that could be. If you proceed, you will not be able to turn back. If you want to go to Tao, I'll transport you. That's a lot of weight. Let's return to Tao and enter the secret dungeon. Yep, we have given all of the jewels, and now it's time. I'm the jeweler gem. I control the 7 seas. I'm holding 50 of the red jewels for you. 50. Suddenly, you've gathered 50 red jewels. The time has come to tell you some of my secrets. Follow me. When I awoke, I was standing in the entrance to a strange mansion. Yeah, so you start off as Will here, which makes this pretty tough. And you got the buff lizards, but this time they're red. You really have to cheese this as much as possible. Just to preserve as much life as you can, because these enemies, when they hit you, they really hit you. Yep, more beholders. A lot of beholders this time. Yeah, also the enemy placement in this is designed to mess you up if you're not careful. As you can see. Ow. That's totally my fault. There we go. Yeah, in some parts you do have to just kind of charge right in. Ow. Except try not to charge too far so you don't get hit like that. You like the look of this place? Yeah, the spirits are really creepy that are floating across there. They remind me of Gygus from Earthbound. Ow. It also kind of reminds me of the haunted house in DuckTales. The way that this part up here looks anyways. Boom. Ooh. Watch out for that. Ah, crap. Trapped. Okay, so these are pits here. Oh no, they're things follow you. Okay, and we're not free to end this time, so we can't even get them. Oh, that's not good. Looks like a haunted hotel with that purple carpet. Yeah, seriously. Is this a Metal Gear Solid 3 moment where those are all the demon souls that Fabio has released? Yes. And given that we've killed every enemy so far, it's a lot that we have to deal with. And I have to go back up here so I don't get hit by this floating pear. There's no good way to not get hit here. Ow. That was lame of me. I should have been brave. Too far. Boom, boom, boom. There is a dark space where you can transform. I just don't know where it is yet. 11 enemies left. And there is a treasure chest which hopefully contains another herb. Can't go that way. found an herb. Cool. Now, how do I get out of here? That's the big question. Whoa! You know, I am going to use one of them. Actually, yes, I'm going to use one of them because they do 2 damage each hit. And if I'm trying to get over there, I gotta find a way to get over there. Dropping here? Nope, that does nothing. It does nothing! Is there a secret way? Apparently not. Apparently not. Okay. Everyone's favorite song. Wish the beholder would come closer. Come on, beholder. I just want to say hello. I can't hit that thing. It's too far. Can't get there either. Oh, I see. Fudge. Fudge, fudge! Ah, they got me. It's okay, though, because the rest of the enemies are dead. Nope, they're not. Fuck! That's the tough thing about this level. We're gonna leave and heal, then go back in. Ooh, no! Alright. But now we know. Now we know. Be brave. Thank you for the encouragement, McPatches. Alright, let's head back in. We can do this. I believe we can do this. I did make it to the boss once. That was many years ago, and I'm sure we can do it again. It didn't take that long to get there, we just have to be careful. Trouble is you don't get the dark space until so far into the level. There we go. Did it again. Okay, that one didn't react the way I thought it would. You also don't get very many enemies that drop the 5 health either. But you will get plenty more lives. The thing is you're not going to recover your whole entire HP pool. People. So that makes it tough. Like I said, you do really have to kind of cheese it however you can, like I'm trying to do with these guys. And failing. There we go. almost. Okay. Oh, come on. I blocked it. Yeah, also, when you twirl your flute, you can block projectiles, and I completely forgot to do that. But we're going to utilize that a lot more now. Especially when we're fighting these bastards. Get that. And that herb is just gone now, so we're just going to have to deal with that. We're going to have to live with our terrible choices. And come on, Warmare. Boom. Hey, there we go. Alright, that should make life a little bit easier over there. But now, we gotta head to the bridge and kill all the enemies over there. I got hit. How dare they? And then we got a couple up there that we gotta get. I wish my controller wasn't freaking out. But it's okay. We'll be fine. At the very least, you do get a lot of dark matter bits. So it's a bit easier to get back lives. Actually, we don't want to use that because that's not going to help us. Is there another accessible one or no? Nope. Can't reach that guy over here. That's the trouble here. Is what enemies can you actually reach? And the answer is not any. Yeah, so the question is, how do we get past this little spot? Can we go that way? Nope. It's kind of where we were struggling before. Oh, I'm an idiot. I think I'm an idiot. Yep, I'm an idiot. One of our little tricks that we learned much further back in the adventure. Okay, we're gonna kill this thing first. Woohoo! Don't like it. Okay, try and just do one at a time. Maybe someday I'll be in the right position to actually hit it. There we go. 3, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Hey, hey, hey! There we go. Aha. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, damn it. I had a feeling because it looked different, and I was like, there's only one way to go. There has to be a way to get over there. Boom, boom. Okay, pump up. 1, 2, 3, and block, and ha ha! Hoo-hoo-hoo. Alright, we're making some progress. One more enemy. Question is, how do we get to this enemy? And where is it? Oh. Did Did you miss the bacon? Actually, you did. Yesterday was the bacon. So you remember our little pig buddy? Hamlet? Do you remember him? Well, Hamlet is a hero. See, there was an entire starving people. And they were going to die. And so Hamlet did the only thing that Hamlet could. And Hamlet threw themselves onto the fire so that the people could eat. Yeah, so you missed the bacon. And little Hamlet stayed on that fire for way longer than necessary. Oh, here's the boss. I hope you're all ready. So I'm going to die pretty much immediately. So I'm going to see if I can at least figure out the patterns before I bother trying to use any herbs. He accepted the role of bacon. Crispy bacon, very, very crispy bacon. All right, here we go. This is the secret boss, which if you have been watching any of Soul Blazer, you will recognize, I believe.
Welcome to my home. The jeweler gem is a temporary form. The true form is called Solid Arm. Long ago, the Blazer came down from the sky, and I was put to sleep for a long, long time. My power is contained in red jewels scattered around the world. I've tried many things to bring about my own resurrection. It is I who manipulated the labor trade. I tried using forced labor to find them, but it didn't restore my power fast enough. I'm sorry, but I will have to defeat you too.
Okay. So he just spams those things at you. That's okay. We don't need to go back. And we have 7 herbs, so I hope we can do this. Otherwise, we should just hang it all up right here. I hope I don't have to, yep. Whoa, okay. I can't hit him. What the heck? I was able to hit him and then I couldn't hit him anymore when he was just flapping his arm at me. Master of the Liu Kang. Sidekick too. Oh. Oh. Off to a bad start already. I guess when he's doing that, you just have to get out of there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Let's try this. That did something. Crap. No! I hate when that happens. Oh, can you block those? Tasmanian Devil his ass. I think Tasmanian Deviling him is the way to go. I hate that it gives you... I both love and hate that it gives you a confirmation when you want to use the herb. Because it's like, do you want to use the herb? Yes or no? The default is on no, so you don't waste it. But when you're trying to use it fast, then it screws you up. Alright, I need a sip. It's okay though, we found a way to hurt him multiple times. I think we can do this. actually work. Horrible UX. No need for that prompt. Alright. We did say that this is our goal, so this is what we're committing to. We're going to use as many herbs as we need to get through this. That's not the way I wanted to go, but you can send me that way, sure. I hit up and it sends me to the left. His slappies are the worst. Bastard. Damn it. Ooh. What the hell? This is tough. But we're doing damage. Ow. He bleh. He defaults to that pretty quickly now. No, 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 no. You jerk. Come on. Go. We almost got him. Holy shit. Yes! Oh my god! A quiet voice is heard.
I was defeated again. Blazer was strong, but you are stronger. Danger approaches this planet. You should hurry to the Tower of Babel.
Oh my god. Ugh. Wow, we did it. What an asshole. That guy sucks. Whew, but we did it. Da 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 da. We win. Oh, let's heal up and save because we beat the secret dungeon. Oh, that was much quicker than I was expecting. Oh boy. That's it. Give up now. It doesn't get any better. No, we've got the ending to get to. We are almost there. We have 2 herbs left. We shouldn't need them. We should not need them. But, just in case, we have them. And that'll teleport us back. We don't need to go back. There's no need to go back anymore. There shouldn't be any enemies here anyways. Oh. One worn-out body is quietly laid down. In his head, a familiar voice speaks. Will, it's me, Ullman, your father. My body has decayed, but I live on like this. Little spirit. Father, why are you in that form? There's a strange room in the Tower of Babel, filled with the light of the comet. Time goes so fast there that people evolve very quickly. Why are Kara and I able to live? Because you two are evolved humans. Us? Long ago, there existed biological technology using the light of the comet. People freely used the power to make plants and animals. For example, they made the camel. It can go for long periods without food or water. When people realized the power could be used as a weapon, demons were developed. The world was on the brink of ruin. At that time, the Knights of Darkness and Light were developed to decide the fate of humanity. They are your ancestors. The 6 mystic statues were made by the Knights. The last mystic statue is entrusted to you. Oh. Gotta wait for the music to fade out first. There we go. Creepy old frog statue. Soon the comet will be very close. By then, the two of you must go to the roof of the tower. Close your eyes. And here we go. Comet? What is this? Final Fantasy VII? Yeah, right? Good morrow, Hilltop Sunset. I hope your Guild Wars went well. Your beta testing. And now we are just at the edge of the final battle. Hiya! Yeah, it was fun. Cool. I'm glad. Did you get stuck in the ground any more times? The ancients worshipped the comet as a spirit. Those who bathed in the comet's light were given a strange power. I did not, thankfully. Oh, good. The comet is called a spirit, but it's an unwelcome spirit. Evolving too fast brings destruction. As long as people have evil hearts, demons will be born. So this is kind of a big metaphor for the advancing of technology and things. So when things advance too fast, then it leaves opportunity for it to be abused in a destructive kind of a way. Will. Oh no. Open your eyes and look around. I didn't mean for it to be like that. Ah, so many people. Kara is speechless. Whoa, look how high we are. Neil's mother. Alright, his parents have the same voice. Even if I can see the real world, I can't touch it. No matter how difficult it may get, I can't help you. Hamlet! Oink, oink! Of course, there's no difference between humans and animals. I need to talk to you, okay? Ah, Will, it's been a long time. Such a world. If I could talk of this at an academy, I'd be a great scholar. Spirit bacon, yes. That was for you, Banjo. Got to see Seth again. Neil, what are you doing? I wanted to make the Rolex company grow bigger and bigger. With my body gone, I am become forever young. From the comet's light, I gained immortality. But is there meaning in eternal life? I felt more alive when I had it. Oh no! That's the guy from Russian Cups. So, a couple sessions ago, we needed to acquire crooks, which are like camels, but also kind of look like tauntauns, which remind me of chocobos. And in order to do that, we had to challenge a guy on a raft to a game of Russian cups, where one cup is poisoned, and both participants take turns drinking from them until one of them dies. And we got down to the last cup. We had essentially won, but the guy was like, no, I'm a champion. I have to go through with it. So he drank it and he died, and he left us his crux in the will. Apparently he had a terminal illness and was looking to die at the soonest opportunity so that he could leave all his riches gathered from gaming to his family and then to the person who beat him. Yeah, so nice light children's story. At last, the time is near. Everyone, give Will your power. And then we gotta talk to Kara. Whew. I hope you're all ready for this. When Will and Kara joined and became one with the Light Knight, a great power was born. The knights were brought forth. The Dark Knight's ultimate power, the Firebird, was released. So they do the fusion dance while the mystic statues swirl around them, and they become Shadow. With the Firebird, which I'm sure is probably Phoenix. Your battle will change the fate of humanity. Now you must go to the comet. Here it is, the final boss. Soaring through space. Passing the bits of debris that are falling from the comet. Here we go. Final boss time. And it is the Dark Gaia. So to start, we just have to keep hitting it in the mouth and then dodge all the mid-level Mega Man X shots. And then we will find its true form. I forgot how goofy the first form of this, the comet looked. Whoa! That was a close one. Whoa! Ow. Also, I was totally wrong about getting power-ups at the bonus dungeon. I totally thought you could get more. I thought we killed almost everything. And here it is, Dark Gaia. This is the true final boss, and for some reason I was trapped there. Okay, so you have to watch out for all the bubbles, and when it opens its mouth, that's the time to attack. Unfortunately, my controls are being not very responsive. Can only hit it a few times though, because ooh, everything hurts so bad. Oh no. Ooh. You get maybe 4 hits in. Whoa! Before they fire the blast. Yeah, this is the only time you get this music is during this battle. Ooh, okay, one more round and we should get this. Ooh, got hit by the bubbles. My bubbles, my bubbles. Fire the rocket launcher. Yes. Oh wait, isn't it the railgun in Code Veronica? Oh my god. Alright, let me catch up real quick. Ever been so mad you turn into a being of pure flame and just punch Earth? Yeah, seriously. Alexia, fire the rocket launcher. She's sticking her tongue at you. Basically, that's what it is. We got it! Oh, and now she's melty. Oh, gross. And as it explodes, some sort of plasma launcher, maybe? So tense and I'm not even playing. Well, we did it. We got through. We used both herbs because we had them, and I don't hold on to all my elixirs. What's happened to the comet? That glowing green planet. The comet's power has disappeared. All the text advances by itself now because we're in the ending cutscene. The evil star has flown off to the other side of the universe. So I'm going to give it a little bit of load time so I can actually read it. Will, do you know what planet that is? Glowing there in the distance, in the darkness? Why didn't someone just cast Holy? Our Earth? That's right. Our Earth. Doesn't it look like a desert oasis? It's never seemed so beautiful. But it looks lonely, shining in the dark. Strange voice. Yes, the world is awakened. Mother? The Earth. A mother with millions of children. I'm sure you think about us sometimes. And Kara often thinks about her parents too. The Earth is the same way. She gets lonely if her children forget about her. How is it, you two? Looking at the world you live in from the outside. It's as if we'd become spirits. I want to show all of our group. No. I want to show everyone in the world. Someday, people will build ships to travel the universe. Then, they will see this green earth with their own eyes. See how lonely the earth looks? Just like the two of you. So surreal. I feel my soul becoming lighter by this moment. Alright, Xeon. Look carefully at your map of the world. Ah! The map has started to change. Check this out. Whoa! Continent looked like a bunny for a second. How familiar. Somehow the land has taken on a strange shape. That's the New World. New World? The path of evolution, changed by the comet, has continued until now. The Earth too has a life. It too has evolved and changed its shape. Now that the comet has no influence on the world, it's returned to its original condition. Yep, we killed all the old people in the world and are starting anew. Isn't that great? Too soon. Why do you two know the future? When I lost my body, I started seeing everything. How long have they been up in space? The past, the future, humanity's progress. Maybe people would call this kind of body the spirit. Because you're so high, high above me. Now you and Kara can become ordinary children again. Don't be afraid. When we return to Earth, will we be separated? Yes. The world is changing. Humanity and history have started down a new path. You two thought nothing of it when you met each other in South Cape. But when the Earth needed the light and dark nights, you met again, unexpectedly. Let's look at the world before the power of the comet is extinguished. We hope you two have a bright future. And they just peace out. And then you get my favorite theme of the game. Will, come here. Show me your face. I want to burn you into my memory. Your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your hair, your voice, the warmth of your hand. Don't worry. I will search you out. No matter how long it takes. Hundreds of years. Thousands of years. I will come to you. So take care. Close your eyes.
Will.
Let's go to Earth. But can't they see the future? Wouldn't they know if they have a bright future? Maybe because the comet's power is dissipating, they can't tell what's going to happen anymore. So you become shadow and fly back to Earth as everything changes. And here we are. The Earth's look had changed, but glowing in the sky, it was as beautiful as ever. Buildings replaced the forests, rivers became roads, but the villages held only smiling faces. But the Earth was the only one that looked sad. They've never been to New York. Well, exactly. Tomorrow morning, Kara and I will start our new lives. The Tower of Babel stands tall, as if it knows the whole future of the Earth. Whew, and here we have the credits. There's a little bit of a Marvel sizzle at the end. But yeah, here we go. It's us running. All of our friends are joining us. We did it. We beat Illusion of Gaia. Ooh. Original story by Mariko Ohara. Not related to Catherine O'Hara. Or Scarlet. Character designer Moto Hagio. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is one that I beat many times when I was younger. Never was able to get through that secret dungeon, but we did it this time. We got through the dungeon. We beat the boss. He used so many of our herbs, but we killed him. We won. We did it. And that bastard is never coming back. Oh, so if you've missed the story, basically you kind of get the whole journey right here, where Will and his friends, they kind of set off, and Will meets Kara at the castle, and they have to keep going. Love this game so much. Thank you for playing it. Thank you for joining in and watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to do it. Because again, this is one that I played a ton as a kid, and I really wanted to explore again after more than probably 15 years of ever playing it, and I just really wanted to experience the journey again. And I definitely see why certain things were confusing to me when I was younger, just because of the translation, but still, the journey takes you a lot of different places, and it's very exciting to get to the end and to really piece things together with, I don't know, I guess more life experience and understand a bit better what they were trying to say with the story and the world that they built. I like that. Gaia teaching you new abilities and such. English text by Scott Pelland, Tim Rooney, and Robert L. Gerold. I know they definitely did the best with what they could. I think the biggest thing was the colors of text in certain spots made it very difficult to tell who was speaking sometimes, especially when there was a description of what was going on. Also, the tenses were a bit bizarre sometimes. This game needs a remake. Seriously. At the very least, an HD remaster with a retranslation. But, like, a remake, I think you could really make this game relevant again. As, like, a digital release or a small-scale physical release. But yeah, I think Square and Enix have the rights to it. They can do something with it. This is one that you see on the lists of great Super Nintendo games all the time. And like a lot of things, especially things like Xenogears, it's something that really deserves a re-release. And some care and attention given to it to make it the best thing that it can be. Because there's a lot of potential and a lot of solid groundwork built into the game. And with just a little bit of effort, you can make this really something special that still works in the modern age. I think so too. It's neglected along with Secret of Evermore. Yeah, oh man, Secret of Evermore, that's one that I read so much about, but I have never played and have only seen a little bit of gameplay of. I don't know if I... Did you own it, Banjo Mateo? They could use the Octopath engine like for the Dragon Quest remake. Oh my gosh. That would look incredible. Oh man, just like think about the places that we've been in this game and just how enhanced they would be with that kind of engine and those kinds of environmental... You owned it for a while? Oh man, yeah, I don't think we ever played it together. How could you let me down like this? This is all your fault. How dare you, Banjo? You should have sat me down and been like, we're playing The Secret of Evermore. Don't have it anymore because I wanted a Dreamcast. Yeah, but now you also don't have D2 on the Dreamcast. You jerk. How dare you? D2 is one that I want to find a way to acquire so that I can play. It's a very intricate and unique horror game. It's explored in third person, but when you get into battle, it becomes a first-person shooter, but you're stationary. It's very strange. Yep, I was a poor kid selling systems at ye old video game castle. Oh, believe me, I totally understand. It was the same with me, and I sold too many good games in order to buy Pokemon cards, so I get it. Oh, great! The stereotypical natives. And the Chocobo. D2 was creepy as hell. There's one moment in that game that stands out to me still. I just remember it. I won't spoil which character, but it's the one towards the end of the game where a character who's with you melts into the ground while saying your name and how they can't see. I think you know the exact moment I'm talking about. It's so bizarre, so creepy, and very disturbing, but also really fascinating too, the game. Thank you for playing. Thank you for allowing me to play. I love this game. Oh! And she scoots right in there. Like Margaret Boss Battle from RE7, but that's the whole game. That level of disturbing. Seriously. Well, what's this? Look at this snazzy teenager in his modern Japanese high school. Class is over. Please be careful crossing the street. We have had a lot of traffic accidents lately. He does kind of have the Captain America look to him right now with his brown jacket and his jeans. And, oh my gosh, you reunited with all your friends and Kara. It all worked out. And then there was never a sequel. Those bastards. But we did it. Isekai implications. Yeah, I could kind of see that. But everybody except for Seth is subtly different, which is kind of cool. Though Kara does actually have a run animation there, so she's a little bit different. But no Bacon. Seriously. That's really the true crime, is that Hamlet doesn't come back. We don't get Hamlet reunited with us. And it just... sits here for the whole rest of it. It doesn't end. Whew. Man. Well, that was a journey. And let me just close that window so I'm not hearing the game in my head at the same time. You agreed to meet Hamlet for lunch. He's a pig ghost, Spectre Bacon. No, he's not a Bacon from Mass Effect, so he's not gonna be traveling the stars with you. Oh, that's what happened. Oh my gosh! That was Hamlet's mission, to show that Hamlet could sacrifice for the greater good, and then Hamlet became a specter and traveled the stars. This was all just a Mass Effect prequel the whole time. And we didn't even know it. But yeah, that was a pretty ominous warning about traffic accidents. A lot of traffic accidents lately. Yeah. Yes, definitely like a Regina George situation. Gonna walk out and suddenly get hit by a bus. And then join a lacrosse team. Space Bacon. Spectre Pig does whatever a Spectre Pig does. Mass Effect Bacon Zero. We've gone down a path that we can never return from now. But thank you, Dedoku. I really appreciate it. And thank you for sticking with it to the end. Again, I had a lot of fun revisiting a very special game from my childhood and being able to share that with all of you. It's not a perfect game by any means, and as you saw, the translation is a bit weird, so it does become kind of hard to follow sometimes, but you do explore so many different unique and interesting locations. You meet lots of very different people, and there's a lot of emotional highs and lows along the way, and things that you just wouldn't really expect at all. especially the whole Russian cups thing and the letter that the guy leaves you, the will that he leaves you, and you read through it and you're like, this is fucked up, man. No, it's perfect. All right, I don't mean to upset you. Man. But wow. Also, we had our first bot jump in, and we banned them, so that was pretty cool. I definitely enjoyed that. And now I know, I know to have my stream manager handy in case that happens, so. Yes, banning bots is fun. So during Tyrannosaurus Greg's stream yesterday, when he was doing his Wano Wednesday, there were many bots that appeared during his stream. And I just happened to catch them in the list of viewers, and I was like, this one seems a little fishy. Let me just look it up. And sure enough, on a list of bots. So texted him, please ban this person. Also, one jumped in with the whole selling followers spiel that happened on mine. And then he had, I think, 2 or 3 more after that, too. But, hey, that's cool, I guess. But we learned how to deal with those. Pretty simple. Just chop them off as soon as you see them. But it's hard if they're a viewer and they don't comment or they don't follow to keep track of that. But yeah, so that was the Illusion of Gaia. We used the handy dandy Nintendo Power Explorer's Handbook to get all the red jewels, but that's fine. Like I said, I was able to do it when I was younger and get to the final dungeon, the secret dungeon, but I wanted to make it my mission to do it, and to keep from wasting your time as much as possible, I wanted to have a cool guide handy with me to get through. And plus, it's official. This thing is so cool, and I'm so happy that I actually have it. What's next? Yes, what is next? So I did mention it a bit earlier in the stream, but I did want to come back to that and make sure I reinforced what's coming next. So now that we've finished the Illusion of Gaia on the Super Nintendo, we're going to go from 16-bit to 64-bit. So we're moving to the Nintendo 64, and we are going to be playing The Legend of the Mystical Ninja starring Goemon for, again, the Nintendo 64. It is an incredibly amusing action RPG type game with plenty of platforming sections worked into it. It stars 4 different characters. You have Goemon, you have Ebisumaru, you have oh my gosh, she's my favorite character too, and I just had stage fright, so I forgot her name. Yai and Sasuke. They, all 4 of them, make up this group of adventurers. They all have different kinds of jobs. Goemon is the typical, like, shonen hero. Ebisumaru, who's the bizarre, perverted comic relief. Yai is the super spy. And Sasuke is the tiny robot ninja. But as you go along, you meet lots of other crazy characters. Your enemies are the Peach Mountain Shoguns, and I'm not spoiling anything because you find this out right in the opening of the game. And they arrive in their giant peach-like UFO and start shooting the landmarks of feudal Japan and transforming them into grand stages for their opera, which they hope to perform. And it's up to you to conquer these different stages and return them back to their original states so that feudal Japan can continue in its bizarre life. Along the way, you are aided by the giant super robot Impact and must defeat the Peach Mountain Shogun's Kabuki robots. It is a very bizarre game filled with puns, breaking the fourth wall, and the most bizarre characters and mini games that you will find. I love it. It was a game that I rented so many times, just over and over and over again. We definitely spent way more in rentals than it would have cost to actually buy the game, but we couldn't find the game to buy anywhere. So we just kept renting it over and over and over again. I wish wherever we were renting it from had a program to just buy the game, but they were making plenty of money off of us, so I'm sure they didn't want to sell it. Regardless, I am very excited, especially excited to share this one with all of you, because if you have not played it or seen it the whole way through, you are absolutely missing out. Watching just the beginning or just general gameplay of it does not give you the whole experience. How have I never heard of this game? Seriously, that's a thing. Well, probably because it's Konami. Just like the original Goemon on the Super Nintendo, which I think did have a bit more exposure. But on the Super Nintendo, it came out, and it wasn't really advertised as far as I could tell. I can't remember how I tried it. I think actually either my mom or my dad just happened to rent it for me because they knew that I had played the one on Super Nintendo. It was like, oh, hey, try this out. So I did, and I fell in love with it. But I never saw like any ads in Nintendo Power or on TV for it. So I wouldn't have expected anybody to really know about it. But it did get a sequel called Goemon's Great Adventure, which is also on the Nintendo 64, and did come out here too. But some of the music is cut from it. Like there is another like anime opening which just uses the in-game characters and stuff, but it's choreographed brilliantly to the game. That was cut out of it. And then the Impact song, which you will definitely see later, was cut from it as well whenever you summon Impact and jump into it. Still a really cool, really great game, and I think the whole rest of it is intact, but those insert songs were probably cut more than likely due to licensing costs for bringing it over here, which I'm sure were probably significant even for the first game, because the opening song is sung by Hironobu Kageyama, who is a huge anime song singer. And then the Impact song is sung by Ichiro Mizuki, who is the father of super robot theme music. Like, he is the guy. If you have ever heard any kind of classic super robot opening theme or closing theme, more than likely it was him singing it, and he sings the song for Impact. We'll digest that a bit more when we get to it, but needless to say, they're two people who are a pretty big deal in the Japanese anime world, especially at the time that they came out in previous. It was similar to my rental addiction to Mega Man X2. That one, thankfully, I had. That one I've beaten a lot, too. I think it's probably the Mega Man X game that I've beaten the most. If it was a pachinko machine, Konami would have promoted the hell out of it. I would not be surprised if they've made Goemon into a pachinko machine and just blasted that everywhere. Because they turned Silent Hill into one, and they turned Metal Gear into one. So why not Goemon? I don't know if they did that to Castlevania. I wouldn't be surprised either if they did. So true. Yeah, seriously. They did? They turned Castlevania into a pachinko machine as well? I don't know why I'm disappointed, because that's completely expected, but I feel especially disappointed that they did that to Castlevania, too. But I guess while we're here, I know we talked a lot about PlayStation games that we would probably like to see, but let's stick to Nintendo 64. I know we had mentioned the Resident Evil 2 for Nintendo 64, but I definitely don't have that one. But what other Nintendo 64 games or Super Nintendo games, you can go back to that too, are ones kind of in this vein that were a bit off the chart, so to speak, that you would like to see or think should get a bit more attention? Again, just so that I have more reference points for things that people may be thinking of, or that I haven't played, or I'm not aware of, that I might want to actually play as well. I definitely want to try Soul Blazer and Terradigma myself eventually, but I'll probably circle back to those later down the road. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Oof. So that's going to be a tough one on my own, because that game is incredibly difficult no matter what. Secret of Evermore, of course. Yes, I could definitely echo Secret of Evermore because I haven't played it, but I have been incredibly interested in it. So yeah, Secret of Evermore is a definite. Zombies Ate My Neighbors, maybe. Game Genie it? Well, I mean, I could, but it's not like there's plot really to get through. But I mean, it is very atmospheric still. Power Pigs of the Dark Age. Oh, I do remember hearing about that one. How there's like 3 pigs, right? It's not the 3 little pigs, but it's like 3 power pigs, and each one has unique abilities. Am I thinking of the right thing? I have no idea. I do know that exists. I just don't know if I'm thinking of the right game. And it's like a medieval kind of a thing too, right? They fight evil with donuts. Yeah, 3 pigs. There you go, Rob. Free donuts! Oh, boy. Okay. Interesting. I know we had a few Nintendo 64 ones. What are some other Nintendo 64 games that we can think of? I swore off them for bacon. Bacon, and you can have a maple bacon donut. You can have them both together. So there's one game on Nintendo 64 that I do want to try eventually, but I don't like, and Banjo's going to know exactly the one that I'm talking about, is Aiden Chronicles. That is a kind of strategy role-playing game that it was advertised as a Final Fantasy killer, at least in a couple gaming magazines that I saw, but it is absolutely terrible from what I saw Banjo Mateo play. It has probably some of the worst graphics, some of the worst animations, some of the worst sound that I've seen, and the mechanics also seem terrible. It seems like one of the worst games on the Nintendo 64, to be perfectly honest. But I am also very curious about it because of just how touted it was supposed to be before coming out. I also kind of want to check out the Summoner on PlayStation 2, which I do have, and I've started it many times, but never really got anywhere into it. Yeah, Aiden Chronicles was rough, and I only watched you play it for maybe an hour. Secret of Evermore is amazing. All right, so I'll definitely have Secret of Evermore on the list of things to explore. Oh boy, free donuts, oh boy. That reminds me, in Joe and Mac, one of the power-ups that you get that you can throw at people is a wheel, but it looks a lot more like a donut when you throw it at people. Or sorry, at dinosaurs and evil plants and things. I think I played Aiden Chronicles for an hour. I do feel bad because I think you guys did buy it as well, and Nintendo 64 games were very expensive at that time. The only N64 games I ever played were Ocarina of Time, NBA Live 99, and Pokemon Stadium. I do have both of the Pokemon Stadium games and Pokemon Snap, and GoldenEye. Lost Vikings for the Super Nintendo. Ooh, that's another interesting one. That's another one where you have 3 different characters, right? I think my mind was kind of crossing both Power Pigs and Lost Vikings together because they're designed almost similar. I think that got remastered for PC last year. The Lost Vikings. Okay. I'll have to look into that then. Because that's another one that I never actually ended up playing, but was Donkey Kong 64 forever. Good morrow, Simply Explicit, and welcome to the kingdom. How was the Patriots preseason game? Because I'm sure you watched it. Did they win? Did they get destroyed? Did Mac Jones impress? Did Cam Newton fail? But do you have Pokemon Coliseum or Gale of Darkness for GameCube? I know I did at one point. I don't know if I still do. It wasn't a remaster. It was released in a collection with Rock and Roll Racing and Blackthorn. Oh, interesting. I do have the Sega collection on Switch. Whoa! 35-0 Pats? Still going? Cam and Mac look good. Wow. Considering how garbage their practices were, I'm very surprised that they're winning. So yes, I do enjoy sports and sports games as well. As frustrating as they are and as money grabbing as they are, the NBA 2K series is one of my favorites because it's just a big sports RPG. Sparkster is also a good one. Again, that's another one that I never played. I'm gonna need a nice itemized list of things to explore and enjoy. I'm gonna need more days in the week to play all these. Used to rent that all the time. Sparkster? Oh, okay. I know one on the NES that I really want to play for you all. It will probably only take one session to get through because it's not a very long game. But the Little Mermaid game on the original Nintendo is the shit. Seriously, this is not a joke. As far as like any kind of movie tie-in game goes, it is incredible. One, the gameplay is great. There's a lot of cool things worked into it, power-ups and all that, but also the music is so freaking good. It is by far the best movie tie-in game on the Nintendo, bar none. I can't think of one that's better. And just as a game on its own, like removing the tie-in at all, it's a really good action game. So that's one that I will absolutely play for you all because I do have it still. Oh dear God. No, seriously. It is awesome. You need to stream American Gladiators. Oh no. No, no, no. I have seen American Gladiators for Super Nintendo. Oh, that's gonna be a time. I second that. Little Mermaid was awesome. Serious, yeah. I played that so much. Again, that's another one that I didn't beat, but I played it a lot and a lot and a lot, and it's just really good. I think I could beat it now. I say that, and I'm not going to beat it, but I feel like I could beat it now if I were to play through it. So that's one that I absolutely want to come back to. My cousin and I would debate playing that over Mario and Sonic. For real! Okay, but the Mega Man clone Darkwing Duck was adorable on the NES. Ooh, Darkwing Duck. I did see someone play that pretty recently, and it does look very interesting. It's one that I should give a shot one of these days too. I was play Darkwing all the time as a kid. Yeah, that's one that I do need to try because I do love me some Mega Mans. Mega Man is a series I played quite a bit. It was hard for me to beat a lot of them as a kid, but pretty much every Mega Man I really enjoyed. I don't know that I still have... Oh wait, I do have access to the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. I think I got it on Xbox. I don't know why. I think because that was the only one available at the time when I ordered it. But I do have access to all of the Mega Man X games, including the fan favorites, Mega Man X7 and 8. So we'll probably get to those at some point too, which I'm sure everyone will really enjoy. If you stayed for the raid on Tuesday, you definitely got to enjoy some of Mega Man X6, which is also just top tier right there. But let's see. I'm wondering if this... I was only really good at Mega Man 8. Mega Man 8. That one... It was a pretty good game. It just had the absolute worst voice acting. Though also Mega Man X4 had the worst voice acting too. But just thinking about Mega Man's voice... Just,
Base, why must we fight? We are not enemies!
And Dr. Light's voice of... You must stop Dr. Wily. Mega Man. We have to... he has absorbed all the robot masters. We have to stop him. It really hurts my soul. I can't play a Mega Man game without the dash move from the X games. It's tough. It is really tough going back to original Mega Man games after you've played any of the X series. Command Mission is one that I would consider playing, but I'm probably going to hold off for the most part on any turn-based RPGs. Just because... And this is not like a statement or anything like that. I just don't know that I would be able to sustain turn-based combat for very long. We were able to get through it with Scheherazade, but also because most of the game was action-based. But I'm not sure that I'd be able to really sustain too many turn-based RPG type games. I would consider a few of them, ones that are a bit more active, like I think Xenogears, if I wanted to commit to like an 80-hour stream, I could work my way through. Chrono Trigger is also pretty cool. The battles in that go by pretty quick, and you don't need to do a lot of grinding in that one as well. Turn-based with fast forward. Yeah, so we could play like the Switch remasters of a lot of Final Fantasies. But ones that are at normal speed, it just... I probably end up bogging it down a bit too much, and... I don't know. I'll consider a couple of them. But when we circle back around, I think after Nintendo 64. I'm trying to think, because I'm going kind of a few different ways with what I want to go with after Goemon, and we'll revisit this conversation later, definitely. But I'm thinking of possibly going to either Genesis, or there is a turn-based RPG on the Super Nintendo that I do want to play, but I don't want to spoil it when I get there. But I will say that it is probably the absolute best turn-based RPG on the Super Nintendo, and it's probably not the one that you're thinking about. But if we were to go back to the NES, I definitely want to play Crystallis. That is, again, one of my absolute favorite action-adventure games. The way Illusion of Gaia is on the Super Nintendo, that's kind of how I feel about Crystallis on the regular Nintendo. It's one that sticks with me, that I played a lot. I beat it multiple times, and there's a lot of really cool places that you go, a lot of cool characters that you meet, and a lot of nifty game mechanics that are built into it, and it has really, really good music as well. I tried playing Breath of Fire without fast forward. I fell asleep playing it. Yeah, that's the trouble with a lot of older RPGs. And that gets exacerbated a lot once you get to the PlayStation era of a lot of these RPGs. Like Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 are great games. Fantastic. But PlayStation 1 was the era of full motion videos and seeing how big you can get animations to become. So they just took forever. And yeah, it's great the first few times that you see them, but it just gets so difficult to keep your attention after that. And then the game starts to feel like a chore when you have to do certain things, and that takes away from the whole experience. And long load times too, that's the thing. And it's not, I don't want to say it's not their fault, but like that was the limitations of the hardware. It could only take a certain amount of time to load in, and that's why you had all those like whoosh kind of things that would happen before the battle would begin, was to waste time for the actual action to load. I love them, but it's definitely hard sometimes to play them, especially when you don't have those extra tools. You still feel the nostalgia, you still enjoy the experience, but just the physical act of playing them gets harder, especially as you get a bit older, when you have less time to focus on them, and when your attention just isn't really that great to begin with anyways, or you hyperfixate on it and stay stuck with it for way too long because you have to get to this next part, but it takes forever because every battle takes forever. But anyways, kind of moved away. I don't know how many of you had Sega Genesis, but trying to think of some games on that to really explore. And one that I definitely do when I get to that point is Beyond Oasis, kind of piggybacking off of Legend of Scheherazade on the NES. Beyond Oasis, that's another action type game that has a lot of exploration and a lot of different abilities that you can acquire. But I was only ever able to play it once or twice. I think my mom had rented it, or my stepdad had rented it, and I went to try it out, but I had school or something and I wasn't able to really get through it. Space Harrier, ooh. Well, that I could just play if I was playing Yakuza. I could go into an arcade and play some Space Harrier, so. Vector Man, ooh. That's fancy. That's fancy stuff right there. That is the pinnacle of graphics That's blast processing right there. Sega Sonic CD. If I had a Sega CD, I would absolutely play Sonic CD. I feel like that's the only way to do it. Vector Man, that game blew my mind back in the day. Seriously, seeing a lot of things like in stores and the demo kiosks were mind-blowing. It was like, oh my god, I've never seen this before. I know we talked about the Virtual Boy a couple sessions ago too. Actually, maybe it was last session. That one, again, like when you first look into it and things look in 3D, it's like, oh my god, how can they do this? Nope, GameCube re-release on the Sonic Gems collection. Oh. I mean, if you still have that, I can give you my address. Play Sonic CD. Ooh. I don't know if you heard that, but that was a lot of cracks right there. I do know that I'm pretty positive that's not on the Genesis. Well, yeah, because it's like a CD. Shadow Dancer. Tell me, what is Shadow Dancer? I know it's not Ribbon Dancer. You can borrow, of course. Oh, okay. Okay, so you do have it. Sweet. All right. I will probably take you up on that when it is time. Oh my god, how could they do this? Quickly turn into, oh my god, why would they do this? I will definitely at some point have a sequence of really terrible Gundam games, because I have a lot of them. I have as many, well, barring 2 of them, I have as many PS2 games that came out. No, actually barring 3, son of a bitch. Okay, so on PlayStation 2, I have Mobile Suit Gundam Journey to Jaburo, Zeonic Front, Encounters in Space, Gundam Seed Never Ending Tomorrow, and I do have the SD Gundam game. I am missing Gundam Odyssey, Gundam Battle Assault 3, and I feel like there was one more that I'm missing on there. But all of them are disappointing, to say the least. There's some nifty things to them, but they're not great. But I was incredibly invested in them when they first came out, and I want to go back through them. Oh, I have Federation versus Xeon DX, of course. How could you forget? And I have Gundam versus Zeta Gundam. Haha. At least the ones that were released here. So the ones that were released here that I'm missing are Gundam Odyssey and Battle Assault 3. I think there was another Seed game, but I'm not sure. Simply Explicit says, all I remember is you had a dog as a companion for Shadow Dancer. I'll have to look into it then. Or send me a video if you find one, and I'll take a look at it and see if it's interesting. But yeah, gotta have a maybe it'll be like a special kind of a thing where if there is a stretch of Mondays, or like a stretch of every other Monday where I don't have something on, I could have a Mobile Suit Monday kind of thing where we explore a terrible Gundam game. But that won't be for a while. This is just thinking about the future. Let's see. I think I think I've got plenty to work with for now. But think we're going to move on and say goodnight after this. I do really appreciate, again, you all stopping by to explore Illusion of Gaia with me. Bad Games Monday. Yeah, I definitely want to have a Bad Games Day at some point, or as some kind of segment. A new Bone Shock Bard weekly show. Relaxing BGM. Yes, indeed. Yeah, there's a lot of really bad games that still have a place in my heart. Aiden Chronicles is not one of them, but we'll play that eventually. Unless it becomes unbearable, in which case I'll just move on to something else. But again, thank you all for joining me. We conquered Illusion of Gaia. We defeated the secret dungeon. We set out to accomplish this goal, and we did it. And I was able to do it with all you. Quest 64, yes, that is absolutely on the list of Nintendo 64 games that we want to explore. It is a turn-based RPG, but it is a bit more interesting than a lot of them, so we can give it a shot, definitely. And if it becomes too bogged down, then of course we can move on to something else. But once again, my name is Michael Prey. I am your Bone Chalk Bard, and I thank you all for joining me this evening. Until next time, good night, sweet princes, and may flights of angels sing thee to thy rest. The rest is silence.